Really appreciate the help, you guys. And if you're needing stuff for your community service or whatever, like you need service hours, that's great. We'll get you community service hours, and that'd be awesome. So those are the announcements. Are y'all ready to get back to the Big Kahuna Show? Yeah! So tonight, we are going to explain the story in Daniel 3 using the Tonight Show, the on-time show. Not the late show, because your parents won't let you out late. And if you are out late, they're going to get you, and your curfew is going to be jacked. So here's what we're going to do. Tonight, we are the on-time show with the Big Kahuna. Yeah, see the, yeah. So I'm the Big Kahuna. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what happens in Daniel chapter 3. The Babylonians have come in, and they've taken captive all the people of Israel, and they've taken away all the young and inexperienced young people, the guys like in here that would be your athletes and your smart, intelligent people that are in this room. That's the kind of people that they took. And they took Daniel, they took Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel faces some difficulties later on in the book of Daniel, but tonight, we talk about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Abednego was not able to come tonight. He had some other atrocities to deal with. But tonight we have Meshach. We have Meshach. Yeah. We have Shadrach. Yeah. Whoa. But we have the interesting character tonight. We have King Nebuchadnezzar. They'll be coming up later. But tonight, as in every show that we do, we always have to have a good comedian. So tonight, I'd like to introduce you to internationally renowned comedian and dad joke teller, Micah Davis.
Thanks, Big Kahuna. It's great to be on the On-Time Show. I've watched it for the past couple of minutes. So, I got some Bible jokes for you. Which famous Bible character had no parents? Joshua, son of Nun. Who is the smallest person in the Bible? Nehemiah. Did all of the animals in Noah's Ark come in pairs? No, the worms came in apples.
Oh, pears, apples.
I know, right?
That's a extreme topic.
Where is the first tennis match mentioned in the Bible? When Joseph served in Pharaoh's court. Why couldn't Jonah trust the ocean? Because he knew there was something fishy about it. At what time of day was Adam created? A little before Eve.
Hell.
What's the difference between Jesus and pizza? Jesus can't be topped.
Yeah.
You guys need an ark?
No.
I know a guy. Roses are red, violets are red, sunflowers are red. Holy cow, my garden is on fire. I see that. Got someone? Okay. Did you hear about that fire in the shoe factory? Many souls were lost. Chuck Norris can make a fire with 2 ice cubes. Fun fact. Who are the wise men that visited Jesus' firemen? Why were the wise men that visited Jesus' firemen? They came from afar. Oh, it says I have to say this in a country accent. They came from afar.
Oh. Give it up for Micah Davis. Outstanding. So we have to go to a commercial break. So sit back, relax, enjoy the commercial, and we'll be right back with the On-Time Show with the Big Kahuna.
Let your friend help you make an important decision.
Yes. What do you think, Carlton? My thoughts exactly.
But everyone knows roosters don't have good taste. Roosters have great taste. Sriracha, the most tasteful decisions you'll make in life.
Yeah. Sriracha the hot sauce. If you love the sauce, you share the sauce. So tonight, one of the cool things about what we do here on the On Time Show with the Big Kahuna, is we have some games and we have prizes. And so I want to introduce you to the game master himself, DJ Ricky.
I love you, man. All right. So here's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna do a game. Hello.
I love you, Ricky.
We're gonna do a game. Anybody ever hear the game Minute to Win It?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Okay. So I'm gonna get you volunteered, so come on. Let's
Nick.
get Julian as well.
I've never played this game.
Either. We're all new.
Wait a second.
All right.
Do we get to drink the VA? No. Please.
So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna have 1 minute if you accept the challenge. Probably. Sorry, I should have warned you.
Can I play?
Yeah, she's just gonna throw
Wait,
it.
there's Oreos.
Wait, there's Oreos?
I want to be involved.
Does anybody have a nut allergy?
Sean. Please.
It's all right. He's not
Is it
gonna look
allergic to coconut? No. Okay, you're good then. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take any of these wonderful, delicious. That's questionable. Coconut, and you're gonna put it on your forehead. And you have 1 minute to use just your face muscles into your mouth. Ladies first, man.
You can take that on my
All right, choose your poison.
Delicious.
Do you accept the challenge?
No.
All right. Because when you win, you get something up here. Open up. All right. On the count of 3, go ahead and take your marks.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, start over.
Go JJ! Go JJ!
Come on, guys. Cheer them on.
Go Julian!
22 seconds and counting.
Come on, JJ! Come on, JJ! He got it, Shadrach!
You just had that in your mouth and you gave it to your running back.
Yeah!
That's so you got second place. You're good.
You took the 3 Musketeers.
All right, we'll do this again. Yeah, we're gonna go back to it. About that one.
Stick it out!
All right. So if you guys will give it up and please welcome to the stage Babylonian captive Meshach.
I was imagining you were rock. Maybe we started this fire. We sat apart and watched all we had burned on the fire. We were born for nothing, and don't have anything now. We were born for nothing and we don't have anything now. These are the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. These are the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. Dreams they lit the walls. Tenderly they turn to dust all that I adore.
Outstanding. Welcome to the stage, Meshach. So you've had quite the life. You started out in Israel and then were captive in Babylon. So I've got a few questions for you tonight to explain to them what's going on in your life. The first one is this. You spent several years as a captive in Babylon. King Nebuchadnezzar. He changed your name to a Babylonian name. How'd you feel about this?
You know, imagine having a beautiful name in your native language, and then they give you a name that you really just can't pronounce. Like, let's be honest. If Craig didn't say,
Big Kahuna.
Big Kahuna didn't say Meshach, who knows how you would have pronounced it? Imagine being given that name.
That's crazy, man. So
Miserable.
totally changed your life. So they tried to assimilate you into their culture totally. How'd that make you feel?
Not good. Once again, just another not fun thing. I really enjoyed who I was, and they did not. And so they were like, you should do this. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And it's just been hard being that way.
Gotcha. All right. So when they changed everything about your culture that you were doing, were there any non-negotiable things that you would absolutely not give up?
Right, for sure. Well, if you guys don't know, I am a man of God. And so, in all seriousness, the one rule that I would love to live by the rest of my life is that no matter who or what, I will only worship and follow the one true God. And these people,
Right on.
Nebuchadnezzar, yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was like, dude, I built this big statue, and, he just was really proud of it and was like, you should like it. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I noticed a little sarcasm when you say a little proud of it.
Yeah, he's just that guy. I mean, when he comes in here, he has this, he's been growing his beard out. And let me tell you, it is not doing it for him. All right? Don't let him get it twisted.
I mean, his haircut's good though.
Yeah, well, all 18 hairs. Anyways,
Outstanding.
yeah.
So you had this one conviction that you stood by.
Right.
Nebuchadnezzar wouldn't allow you to do that. You refused to worship King Nebuchadnezzar. What was his response?
Not good. Do you guys see a trend here? Everything is not good. Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar. Who here likes DiGiorno? The pizza? Yeah? Okay. Well, I do not anymore, all right? Because I have experienced what you would call a large-scale oven, all right? And it is not good, right? And so this guy, Nebuchadnezzar, thank you. He was like, hey, man, you should worship my big tower and statue that's made out of all this gold. And I said no, naturally, because why would I do that?
Because you're a man of God.
Because I'm a man of God.
Right?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you can clap. And anyways, he got all these guys, like these big, strong dudes. I'm not necessarily the biggest guy. I'm not going to front, right? And he gets these big dudes to tie me and my buddies up. Indigo couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Abednego couldn't make it. But he tied us up, and they turned on this oven to, maximum power, and they I don't know. Is that dipping into the next question? I don't even.
No. But I think we have some video of
Okay.
the initial turning on
Okay.
of the oven.
Yeah.
I think we have video of the turning on of the oven and how you were feeling
Right.
at that moment.
Right. Yeah. We don't want to miss that.
It's hot in here. Must be summer.
Yeah.
It's hot in here. Must be summer. It's hot in here. Must be summer.
It's hot in here. Must be summer.
That's cute.
Really? I just made it up.
That.
So you're saying it was hot,
Yeah. It was super hot.
super hot, like not summer hot,
No,
but hot.
it was like.
Love that.
It was bad. It was really bad. And they wanted to throw us in there, and it got so hot that the guys that threw us in, they went with us. You know, like they didn't even make it out, to my knowledge. I don't know.
Wait. Have y'all noticed the trend here though? He's here.
Yeah.
You survived the fiery furnace.
Right.
That's a yeah. Yeah. Don't try this at home. Your insurance won't handle it.
Right. Yeah. And mine didn't either, which is great because I have a different insurance.
What?
Yeah, and it's a big deal, and you guys probably have heard about it.
Insurance?
It is
Carmax.
God. It is God, right? Yes. Thank you.
We have gallery. I'm allergic to that.
Yeah. Hey, but listen up. They threw me in that furnace, and that Nebuchadnezzar guy watched me dance around with God and my buddies in the fire. Yeah. Worship that tower now. Am I right?
Yeah, you said, am I right? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so what are you doing now with your life that you have been rescued from the fiery furnace? God showed up. Nebuchadnezzar went down.
Right.
What are you doing with your life now?
I'm selling insurance.
Outstanding. Let's see what you do there. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, good. Hey, so thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
We've got Shadrach is coming later, so
Yeah,
stay
my
in the
boy.
audience.
Yeah.
He's
Shadrach's coming.
you know, he's got a great tan.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the real deal. You guys are gonna have a real treat here.
Outstanding.
And
Will
then-
y'all give it up?
Yeah, thank you guys. Hey, really appreciate it.
You can take this
Everybody.
picture.
Can we have it? Yeah, y'all
Oh,
can
baby,
get
yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh my gosh, there's a news break.
The complex was on fire. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pie. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. I ain't got time for that.
According to the apartment manager, the fire started in a woman's home who is wheelchair bound. She was treated for smoke inhalation at a local hospital. There were no other reports of injuries. The Red Cross is helping these families displaced by the fire.
Dude, that's terrible news. Let's have a moment of silence for Miss Sweet Brown. Okay, all right. Y'all back to Minute to Win It. Anybody from Minute to Win It? What time show is it? What'd you say? All right, I'm gonna get Donnie up here and Melinda. Let's switch things up a little bit.
All right. Let's play it out. Who's going to win?
I'm gonna win.
Yes, ma'am. I hope so. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, your challenge is in 1 minute. You'll need to drink this lukewarm Revelations 3. Whoa! Oh, I hope y'all got that. Revelations 3, lukewarm, original. This ain't the one with the extra sugar either. Tomato juice, vegetable juice.
Can I do it? I'll do it.
That's already up there.
So here's the thing: is you have 1 minute to down the whole thing. If any of it comes up,
Yeah, okay.
you lose.
Let's
Don't let this stop happening. So here we go.
Ricky, take the box out.
You have 1 minute to win it.
The game begins in 3,
Within 15 seconds. Right on there. I don't know why you put your hands. That's nice. Yummy.
Go, Melinda. So close, Donnie.
All right. So, moving on with the Big Kahuna show tonight. Yeah. I want y'all to give me a warm welcome for King Nebuchadnezzar.
Just go our separate ways and play the game. No matter the weather, we can do it better. We'll be together forever and ever. We don't have to worry about a thing, about a thing. We can run we can run. Just like fire burning out the way, if I can light the world up for just one day, watch this madness come push away. No, I can be just like you anyway, just like magic. I disappear when they come on day. Not silly, what you gotta say. No, I can be just like you anyway, just like fire.
So we're back with the on-time show with Big Kahuna, and we have King Nebuchadnezzar.
You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
Yeah, well, so
I love you, man.
just saying, Firestarter doesn't have nothing on Drew Barrymore. So, all right, so we have a couple questions for you. We had Meshach in, and he described some of the circumstances, but Jalen, I've taken you home. I still know where you live.
Oh, Jalen.
So first question is this: you had them build a 90-foot statue. What were you thinking with this 90-foot statue?
Oh no, nothing sports.
That sounds bad, but I want you to know, you don't understand the pressure, okay, of being a conqueror, a world conqueror. It's a lot of pressure, okay? And so here was the thing. I was doing great. I was the Babylonian king, and I had everything. I mean, people were captive to me. And so we came in and we took Jerusalem, and we took people, and we as he was telling you, we got the best and the brightest, and we were creating a wonderful culture. And one night, I don't always sleep the greatest, you know. It's a lot of pressure, and so I had this dream, this crazy dream about this statue, and part of it was made of bronze, and part of it was silver, and part of it was iron. It started crumbling, and I didn't know what it meant. We had just got this guy named Daniel. Daniel was a dream interpreter, and he was from Jerusalem. So I asked him what it meant. And he told me it represented kingdoms that came after mine. Kingdoms that came after mine. And I said, there are no kingdoms after mine.
Wow. Yeah.
That's great.
But deep down inside, I knew he was onto something.
So I built this statue. And I got to tell you, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it had the desired effect. It brought all these people we had brought into captivity, and it unified them around me. And it was a genius idea, and none of you could have done any better.
That's Cap.
Genius. Say something. So, 90-foot statue. What characteristic on this lifelike statue? Easy, y'all. He's our guest. What characteristic on this statue would you have emphasized a little bit more?
Obviously, I'm an attractive male. But it would have been nice if they would have worked and maybe elaborated on a weapon of some sort that I could have held, a sword maybe, to demand and strike fear into the hearts of all who bow down. Maybe if it would have been a little scary. It was attractive. Look at this beard. It was attractive. But if it could have been a little bit scarier, those three might have bowed down. That's all I can figure.
Interesting. That's a good comment about the weapon of mass destruction in your hands. So we talked with Meshach, and he talked about the law, but you made a law declaring that everyone in the kingdom should bow and worship to you and you alone. Why was this?
Well, I don't know if I really cared if they worshipped me, but see, people just had all kinds of gods. And here comes these three, and they said that they worshipped, they called them the Most High God.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't get more Most High than Most High. There's no Mostest High, right? And I said there's no way people are going to do what they're supposed to do and fall in and live in this place when they're worshiping something that's higher than what we believed in. And all these other gods, I didn't really care if they believed in them or anything like that, but I just wanted everybody to understand that they had to listen to me and to bow to me and to do what I said. And it worked. It worked, except for those three.
Mm. Interesting. So they had to face some punishment so you could set the example. I think we've got a video of you helping the guys with the furnace. We've got a short clip of you helping with the furnace as these guys went to their potential doom.
Cut to it.
Babylon was a very wet climate. Hard to start fires. Here we go.
And it burnt out.
Just stoking the fire. Didn't know that video survived the time.
Leaked footage.
Yeah, leaked footage. Hashtag YouTube censorship. So the crazy thing is we know that Meshach came tonight. He was here before you. Shadrach's coming after, but you saw them survive the fiery furnace, and And the Chronicles tells us that there was one like the Son of Man that was in that fire, and these guys come out unscathed. What was your reaction to this?
It's the strangest thing. I still haven't wrapped my mind around it. At first, I was just angry because I could not do anything to it seems to make these guys submit. And then as I thought about what they said about how they served the Most High God, and something inside me just snapped. And I can't hate them. They served the Most High God, so I recruited them, and I decided that if I was truly going to be the dictator that I'd set out to be, that I wanted those guys on my side. And so I recruited them. I brought them out, and I still don't understand it. I still don't really know if I understand this Most High God that they say that they worship, or why they worship Him. But yeah, there's something about it. And so yeah, they came on my team for a while. They worked with me, and I treated them well.
So maybe built a relationship with them because of the Most High God.
Yeah, I guess so. And I've thought about it like that.
So seeing that event is pretty life-changing?
Absolutely.
Outstanding. What area do you think your life has changed the most?
It's made me realize that no matter how attractive I am, how strong I am, how masculine that I am, there's one that's greater, and He deserves my allegiance.
Wow.
And I'm still trying to understand who He is and what all that means, but that's where I'm at.
Outstanding. Y'all give it up for Nebuchadnezzar and the life change that he experienced. Yeah. Outstanding. Well, we've got one more commercial break, and then we'll be back right after these messages for one more minute to win it and one more guest tonight. Let's go see that commercial. Baby Yoda, the original fire starter. Yeah. Outstanding. Well, I think we have one more minute to win it tonight. This one's a little bit more complicated.
All right, so I've already got some people picked out. I'm get Micah over here, Russell.
Let's go.
And I believe I picked you out. And it's up to you if you don't want to.
You got it, Summer?
Don't be scared.
All right. May not be there. May not. All right, so on this minute to win it, this is your challenge if you choose to accept it. Awesome. Everybody wants to be. All right, so you will get this. All right, so here's what's going to happen is we need to spread out just a little bit. You guys go over here just a little ways. You guys go over here. So what you're going to do, your challenge is in under a minute. Yeah, it's not working. In under a minute, you've got to. Oh crap! I gotta be mummy. You need to completely wrap your person head to toe in under a minute with no Micah showing kind of thing. Got it? Yeah, he's gonna be. You're gonna TP him. All right. So
breathing is overrated.
Yeah. Do you understand the challenge? Yes. Do you understand the challenge? Do you accept the challenge? Yes. Do you? I think so. All right. With that being said, we have a minute to win.
2, 1.
Don't pass out.
That was an awfully close one, so I got to rely on a couple judges. So Ashley. Ashley.
Wow.
Micah or Russell?
Micah. Micah.
All right, we got one for Russell. Bill.
Gotta go with Micah.
All right, we got a tiebreaker. Miss Beth.
I'm going to have to go with Micah because nothing's showing on his lower half.
Beamer. All right, y'all give it up for our contestants tonight. Y'all are wonderful people. Yeah. Hey, so when we do something about Lazarus, we need to do this game again. Yeah, hey. Here, you want this? Hey, look at that. All right, we have one final guest tonight. All the way from former Babylon.
Is it gone?
No.
That's Dusty. What are you talking
That's not Dusty. That's Shadrach.
Why is Dusty wearing
Hey, if Oprah was here, she'd say, "You're getting a Kit Kat."
That's deep right there. Fell into the ring of fire. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Give it up to the band tonight. Haven't they done a great job? Outstanding. Yeah. Outstanding. Taking songs from all different genres to let us enjoy them. So we have Shadrach here. Survived the fiery furnace. Just some thought-provoking questions as we move to kind of a different mood tonight. So when Nebuchadnezzar proclaimed this law that only he was to be worshipped, what's going through your mind at that point?
You know what?
Yeah, I mean, us three, we kind of liked, we didn't like it because we knew that our God was mightier than, the king. I mean, come on. God never built a statue of himself. You know,
Need one, yeah.
This king, he built a 60-foot statue made of gold and expect us to kneel down and worship gold. We didn't much care for it.
Okay. So you don't worship idols?
No.
Outstanding. Good. All right, so King Nebuchadnezzar sentenced you to death by fire. Your response, according to the video that we don't have access to because it's in the private chronicles, it says your response, listen to this is your response. Our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from your hand, Nebuchadnezzar. And you go on to say, but if not, let it be known to you that let it be known to you that we do serve, nor will we worship your golden image. You're basically saying, not at all, God alone. Why were you willing to give your life for this condition?
I mean, it's plain and simple. We trust God to the fullest. And we weren't about, like I said before, we weren't about to worship a statue. So if that is the cause of death, I know my God is mightier than the king is. I know my God will protect me through no matter what he had in store.
But it's interesting that you say that you knew that your God would protect you. Your statement it even goes on to say, but if not, meaning you were okay with dying for your faith. So explain that, but if not, you were okay with God not showing up? Is that right?
Yeah, because I knew that no matter what happened that day, whether he saved us or not, we would have a place in heaven with him.
Okay. Outstanding. Good. All right. Good. So this proclamation to worship Nebuchadnezzar, it was just bowing to him. Why is that such a big thing?
Well, knowing the king and who he is, I don't know, he had a big ego problem.
Right? Yeah.
And with us not bowing down to him, it just made him matter because he knew that's three people he couldn't break.
Okay. So are there things that you think people bow to for far lesser than even Nebuchadnezzar?
I believe so.
What are some things in our current culture, from your viewpoint, that people bow to that's far less than Nebuchadnezzar?
That's anything from the music that people listen to the movies they see on, the theaters. That's the worshiping false idols, as we talked about in a couple of questions earlier. It's just all these things that this world gives out nowadays that people just bow to because they don't truly understand who God truly is and what he can do. Like he saved us three from the furnace.
Outstanding. Good. All right. A couple more questions. When the sentence of death was proclaimed through fiery furnace, did you rethink your choice?
Not at all.
Why?
Like I said before, I knew our God was going to save us. If not, we would have a seat near his throne and worship him there.
Okay. Outstanding. So you believe that your God is worth dying for?
Absolutely.
I believe your God's also worth living for. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Man, we just brought the still calm mood in here tonight. All right, so you survive the fiery furnace. You become friends, literally, with Nebuchadnezzar. He brings you on staff. Y'all start to influence him. You once were a captive, but now you're doing something different. What's your job title now?
So speaking of, like I was a captain, give me a promotion though.
Promotion?
So, yeah.
Oh, do say.
Yeah, I'm a fire chief of the Babylonian Fire Department.
You were the fire chief of the Babylonian Fire Department.
Which is an ironic twist because it's National First Responder Day too, so it's kind of a...
That's crazy, man.
I know.
So you were saved from the fiery furnace, but now you go back in to fiery places to rescue other people.
Amen.
Wow. That, my friends, is life change. That, my friends, is life change. And so to break this down tonight, I want you guys to hear this. Daniel is a historical book in the Bible. It's based on fact. It's based on archaeology. It's based on stuff that we are able to find and go back and go, these people did live. They did go through these particular things. And so I want you to hear this, is that when Nebuchadnezzar makes this proclamation to all these slaves from Israel, the deal is, he says, if you do not follow me and bow to me, you will die. In that, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego says, even if our God does not rescue us, we will still serve him. And the thing that I hear out of that one simple statement that Shadrach says is that one simple statement is this. Number one, his God's worth dying for. But number two, his life is not based on what he wants, but on what God wants. And there are going to be times where you guys face circumstances that are not comfortable, that are not necessarily family friendly, that are very difficult to walk through. And you're going to ask God, take this situation from me. And when he doesn't, that needs to be the choice that time where I think you said it, or Nebuchadnezzar says, you declare your allegiance. It's either God or something else. It's either God or something else. And so at some point in your life, you have to make those decisions, whether you're going to bow to little idols, meaning whether you're going to spend 90 times more time on your phone than you do in God's Word. Or whether or not you're going to worship a job. Listen to me when I say this. Because some of you older students need to hear this. Some of you are going to get jobs very soon. And when you do, you have a choice to make. In God we trust, or in paycheck do we trust? You don't need a job that takes away from the one time of the week that you absolutely let God pour into you. Don't sacrifice that time. My boss won't let me off. You know, there are people looking for people to work for them all day long, every day in Llano County. You can't tell me you, as an outstanding young individual, can't find a job that you can't have a relationship with somebody that will allow you to have Sundays or Wednesdays off. But I need to pay my bills. Really? How do you have the skill set to be able to have a job to pay your bills? I think all that comes from God. And so you have to decide whether or not money is your God or if God is your God. Whether sports is your God or whether Jesus is your Savior and Lord. And so I hope you guys get that lesson. We had a lot of fun tonight. I absolutely had a lot of fun because I got to get out of the box. I got to talk a little bit more than I normally do because sometimes I feel real shy. I don't like talking a lot. And so, you know, having guests up here like Ben Lawley is from Young Life. Y'all give it up for Ben. Dusty is a longtime servant in our youth group. So the band did great tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Back in production is Beth Long. Yeah. Our minute to win it, DJ Ricky. King Nebuchadnezzar left and didn't have a chance to come back in, but Pastor Matt did slip in at the very last minute ago. Thank you. And those of you that don't come on Sunday mornings, I'm going to tell you, I've had two pastors in 27 years that I've loved hearing preach. And he's one of them. Yeah. Here's the interesting thing. In 27 years, I think he's come into youth group more than any other pastor that I've ever had, and he's been here a little over a year. So he's worth supporting and he's worth listening to, guys. Okay? What's that? What? Oh, bless your heart. I don't know if I'm going to go back after this big Kahuna thing, but at some point, yeah, it was fun for me. But here's the thing. I want you guys to catch something. Is that every Wednesday night we do something different so that we get you to the point where you're just uncomfortable enough that you hear something, you learn something. So tonight you may have learned something from Nebuchadnezzar. It's like you can be proud all you want, but there may be an event in your life that absolutely humbles you. There may be a moment in your life where your faith is tested. And the God that you worship is going to be called into question. So the question would be, is your God questionable or foundational to your life? Micah Davis, thank you for bringing such dad jokes. Yeah. That being said, Would you pray to the Father?
Lord, we thank you for this day to come and worship you. We thank you for Craig and just the shenanigans he pulled tonight. It was really fun. And we got to learn about you, so that was also fun. We ask you to go with us and help us just have a great rest of the week. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, listen, before you leave, next week, the pool table and the shuffleboard table will be open. Hear me now, please. Take care of it. Do not lean on it. Do not stand on it. Do not dance on it. Do not lay on it. Do not breathe on it funny. Do not put drinks on it. Don't even look at it funny, Micah. Okay? Now that's my dance.
I'm hungry.
Stole my ball.
Wow.